Can you imagine that a car that was sold by the thousands and loved by millions could disappear from the markets as if it never existed? The strangest part is that some of these cars didn't disappear because they were bad, but because they were victims of their company's decisions and changes that turned the automotive industry upside down. In this video, we will not only talk about cars that failed, but also about cars that became legends after their disappearance, and some of them doubled in price after production stopped. But beware, Camaro si shumere kasaran na kia ayana. Katati na tsari laidan natia. The car we will mention at the end had all the elements of success, yet it disappeared in an unexpected way. Let's begin. For many years, the Ford Fiesta was one of the best-selling small cars in Europe. Economical, easy to drive, and cheap to maintain. But suddenly, Ford announced the discontinuation of its production. The reason wasn't the car's weakness, but because people started preferring SUVs and crossovers. And so ended one of the most famous small cars in history. But the next car was more powerful than most sports cars, yet it disappeared. 9th place. There are cars that become symbols of an entire era, and the Beetle is one of them. Its production began decades ago, but with changing designs and people's interest in modern technology, demand gradually decreased. In the end, the legend stopped. Even today, many still consider it one of the most famous cars in the world. 8th place, Toyota FJ Cruiser. Everyone expected this car to last for many years. Its distinctive shape and off-road capabilities made it very popular, but sales began to decline in many markets. With the new emissions regulations, its continuation became more difficult. And despite its discontinuation in most markets, the prices of clean versions continue to rise year after year. 7th place, Honda S2000. When Honda launched this car, many considered it a masterpiece. A small engine, but with astonishing speeds. An unforgettable driving experience. Despite its success, it was discontinued due to high production costs and changing market trends. Today, it has become one of the most sought-after cars among collectors. 6th place, Mazda RX-8. A car different from all others. The reason is the famous rotary engine, which provided a unique driving experience. But fuel consumption, emissions, and mechanical issues made the continuation of this engine difficult. The car stopped, and the rotary engine became part of automotive history. 5th place, Nissan Silvia. If you are a fan of drifting or drift racing, you know this car well. It was light, fast, and easy to modify, but with declining sales, its production ended. And today, the original versions are being sold at much higher prices than before. But the next car was more powerful than most sports cars. However, it disappeared. 4th place. One name is enough to stir excitement. A car that made history in rallies. It outperformed major competitors, but sales of sports cars began to decline. Mitsubishi decided to focus on family cars, thus ended one of the greatest Japanese performance cars. 3rd place, Dodge Charger V8. The engine sound alone was enough to make everyone turn. But the world began to change. Electricity, emissions, and new regulations all pushed the company to end the era of traditional V8 engines. And for many car enthusiasts, it was the end of an entire era. 2nd place, Chevrolet Camaro, the historical competitor to the Ford Mustang. A car that made a big name in the world of American muscle, but the decline in demand made its continuation economically unfeasible, leading Chevrolet to close an important chapter in its history. First place, Ford Crown Victoria. It may not be the fastest or the most beautiful, but it was the most famous. For many years, it was a car. The police, the taxi, and the government car, a symbol of strength and reliability. But with the tightening of safety and emission standards, Ford decided to stop its production. And since that day, it has become a piece of history.
Every car on this list left an unforgettable mark. Some disappeared due to technology, some due to laws, and some because people's tastes changed.
But the real question is, if you had to bring back just one car to production lines, which car would you choose? Write its name in the comments and don't forget to subscribe, because the next video will be about cars whose companies refused to sell them to the world, and the reasons are stranger than you expect.